Hello Leo, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy and I am so happy that you've joined me here for your weekly reading. So this week will be November 3rd to the 9th. Before we begin, I first of all want to welcome each and every one of you, whether you are new or returning to my channel. Thank you so much for all of your support. I really do appreciate you not only taking the time to spend here with me, but also sharing your energy. So thank you for all the wonderful comments. And again, like I said, thank you for your continued support from week to week. All right, Leo, we have on the 5th of November, so a couple days into the week, we're going to have that beautiful super full moon in Taurus. Full moons are about completing things in our life, and really it comes in perfect alignment with Mercury retrograde, because let's face it, we have Mercury retrograde starting on November 9th. It will go till the 29th of November. So pretty much all of November, we are in that phase. But the full supermoon on the 5th in Taurus allows us to clear some things up. So let's start with your angel number. We're going to reveal it at the end of the reading. See what Spirit wants to remind you of. It is an angel number that can somewhat show you synchronicities. It's their way of connecting with you this week so you can feel that spiritual strength. All right, so let's start with your angel message. So the message that the angels would like to share with you before we get into the details of your reading. Let's find out what Spirit would like to share, specifically with the beautiful fire sign Leo. There we go. And you've got truth. All right, there is a truth that's being revealed. It is the Raven Spirit. Definitely truth, number 32. It's a sense of enlightenment. Truth and renewal. You know, truth brings freedom as well. So this could very well be a very impactful supermoon, because when truth is part of a part of our energy, it really allows us to clear those things up. It helps us to let go, to release. So let's find out how that connects with everything else in your reading this week. So we're going to start with your major arcana card. This is the major energy surrounding you as we move through the week as well. I've pulled the 22 major arcana cards out of a regular deck. So let's see what Spirit would like to share. Spirit, angels, guides, thank you. You really are, things are coming full circle. And it's so easy to say because, it's been quite a year of transition, not just for you, Leo. It's been for quite a few signs. We've had a lot of things happening, not only in our inner worlds, it's the outer world that is affecting the inner world. And honestly, I'm really happy to see this as your main energy for this week, number 21 world, because it is closing chapters. It is getting to the truth of things in your life, accepting certain truths as well, which can be very challenging. But once we can accept the truth, it's almost as if it allows us that personal permission to free ourselves, or we attach ourselves to certain things and we have expectations. And then of course, when things don't turn out the way we had anticipated, we feel disappointment. But what I'm loving about your energy here is that with truth, acceptance, forgiveness, peace comes freedom. The world card is freedom. It's achievement. It's success. It's allowing you to close some sort of chapter in your life. And it's in perfect timing with that supermoon in Taurus, because we want to close those things up. We want to free ourselves before Mercury retrograde sets in. Then we can reflect and we can go through the motions of Mercury retrograde separately from what this is. The world card shows that something new wants to come in for you, because we can see the Fool in the middle of this beautiful wheel. But in order for us to really take charge of this new beginning, there are certain things in our life that we have to come to grips with. We have to accept some truths, and then it sets us free, And now we're ready to move forward with our new plans, with a new relationship, with a new way of thinking, a new concept. New ideas feel fresher, they feel brighter. We don't have those same burdens weighing us down. We want to close that cycle out. All right, so let's continue going. We're going to get your incoming energies now. You know, it's interesting. I didn't read to you what the angels want to share with you with number 32. And they just reminded me, they said, okay, I want you to read to Leo what this means. Because the truth was just so impactful that I didn't connect with it right away. But what their message is to you personally, it says the soul loves the truth. Find your truth. Speak your truth. Live your truth. Be fearless in your journey. Follow your inner guidance and let go of what is not authentic and sincere in life. Be a shining example of truth for others, and it will set you free. There's a reason they wanted me to say it after the World card came out. I truly believe that this was meant to come out this way for you. All right, let's now get into your incoming energies. Let's see what else Spirit would like to share with the beautiful sign Leo before we get those tarot cards. So, special energies, transformations. We are in Scorpio season, and we will, of course, see transformations. There's so much change happening. I feel like November is a big month of change. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, you've got number 9, Solitude. It's the Hermit card. We'll get into that in just a moment. Let's start with number 13. Transformation is, again, we're in Scorpio season. There's lots of transformations and changes taking place. This is equivalent to the Death card in the major arcana in a regular tarot deck. And, you know, in order for us to be able to close chapters in our life, we have to see something come full circle. And so this transformation card, in combination with number 21, the World, makes a lot of sense to me. Okay, it really does show that these two cards are connected. The transformations taking place for you right now, all right, that are coming in, are all part of a master plan for you. And I think it's bringing something to fruition as well. Because you also got number 7, patience and planning. And I think this patience and planning is something that you've been doing for a very long time. I think that you have been patient, and I think that it's been nothing but frustration, because you can see with your energy being of fire sign, you know, you want to see the ball rolling. You want to see the direction and the path opening up, but you've had to be so patient. And you've been planning something for a while, but I feel like the transformation that's taking place is helping you put something, you're almost putting something on the map. I'm feeling like I could even see a map now, whether that map is mapping out a new direction, that map is helping you follow through with a plan. You know, this map could also be a map where you're moving. Maybe you're moving to another location. There could be some travel associated with the map as well. This map is a plan that really brings truth to your life. It brings light. Solitude is finding the wisdom within. You know, and actually, Spirit says, look at the card underneath. You see how the waiting game is number 2? All right, the waiting game is the patience, it's the perseverance. It's like, how much more can I endure? It's upside down in this deck. I don't usually read reversals, but I am here because what it's saying is the wait is over, because transformations are taking place and a cycle in your life is starting to come full circle. And if it hasn't come full circle yet, you are in the motions of bringing something, you're bringing some closure to something. The solitude is the wisdom. This is the gift that you have, Leo, all right? This is what the base of all of this is the wisdom that you have within you. And I know for some of you, it's been a long road, but Spirit wants you to know that you are so prepared now because of the wisdom that you have, the life lessons that you have gone through, the patience and the endurance levels that you've had to have through this, maybe through this year or for years beyond, before this. You've gained a wealth of knowledge here. And this wisdom is what's going to carry you forward. It's going to carry you through the transitions. It's going to carry you through the closures. And it's certainly going to carry you through all the new beginnings that are opening up. All right, let's get right into your tarot cards now. All right, we're going to get 3 rows, beginning, middle, end of week, however you intuitively want to interpret them. We're going to do 2 cards in each row, and we're going to clarify each one. Let's start with the first 2 for Leo, please. We've got patience and planning, healing, because this is very similar to the card that came up here in your major energies. You know, taking some time out to review the things that you've invested into. You know, something's showing growth for sure. There's definitely growth, but now it's like, okay, what do I do? Do I go down a new road? Do I take one of these pentacles and move on a new path? Do I continue to invest? Am I seeing growth in what I'm doing? And of course, when we review investments in our life, we are reviewing our own personal investments, our emotional investment into partnerships, into friendships, into family, into love, also into monetary things. You know, you've been investing into your home. Maybe you've been investing into some sort of business venture, you know, and this is really kind of figuring out what is my next move? You know, what do I do now? And then underneath that, you've got the 4 of Swords, which shows that you are really kind of at this peaceful state. You're at this sort of, it's like almost feeling like there's a sense of calmness here. Sometimes we need these retreats. It's almost like taking advantage of a little bit of solitude so that we can rebuild our inner resources, because you're going to need them. Because there's going to be a lot, I think there's going to be, after Mercury retrograde, I think once we move into December, I think you're going to see things start to speed up a little bit. But I feel like this is really trying to remind you that self-care is really important. Make sure that you stay with your routines, your diet, your nutrition. Blessings are certainly all around you. I feel also like there's almost like this sense of peace here with some sort of investment as well. But let's get the clarifying cards before I keep going on here. Let's find. I think investing into yourself is also going to be very rewarding. Let's get for the 7 of Pentacles, please. You got the Knight of Wands. I feel like you're moving on to some sort of new venture. I think that there's an investment taking place for you that you're really feeling positive about. The Knight of Wands can be a messenger too. So this messenger could be bringing some positivity towards something you've invested into. The Knight of Wands is like I said, is an adventurer. They show a great sense of excitement. They've got a high level of energy. They're really Sagittarius energy, but you being Leo, also a fire sign, I think you can feel that energy. Great deal of protection. It's almost as if things seem to be moving quickly. It's like you're pausing to reflect on some sort of investment, but inside you're very excited because I think that you already know what you want to do. I think you know where you want to take it. These are the blessings that you've been hoping for. You've been waiting for these. This is a moment where you really, again, it's almost like a reward coming for all of your perseverance. The 4 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, something is certainly coming your way here. You have been so patient waiting for the doors, the path, the light to shine upon you, to show you that you're walking the right path. And as transformations take place, as chapters in your life close out and new beginnings start to present themselves, I feel like you are actively working on your inner resources to bring strength. The 10 of Pentacles isn't just about financial rewards and legacies, inheritances, and money. It's not all just about that. It's what you value most. You value your own inner sanctuary. The blessings that are coming to you are tenfold. I think that's why it's a 10. So there is certainly, I think there's a lot of rewards coming. The universe and your angels want to reward you for all that you have done and all that you will continue to do, because there's still a lot going on. This is building stability long-term in your life, and I feel like you're building yourself so much stronger. All of the life lessons, all of these paths that all these doors that you've opened, and then you've gone like, I don't know if I want to go down that path. You've closed that door, and then you've opened another door. Honestly, I feel like you're standing in the middle of a hallway and there's like all these doors. Some are halfway open, some are fully open. And I feel like you've just been sort of spinning. But the Ten of Pentacles show that you're grounding your energy. You're ready to walk a new path. That path is leading you to a great deal of long-term abundance. And I think you feel excited about it because something that you have invested in that you're evaluating, I think is going to show you very good returns. Okay, let's keep going. The next 2 cards, please, for Leo. November 3rd to the 9th. Thank you. And one more. Thank you. All right, so we got 2 3s in the middle. All right. We want to expand our vision. We want to expand our horizons. We've been waiting for our ship to come in. You're healing from something. Expansion comes in when we finally remove the swords from our heart, from the things that have disappointed us, so that we can make room for something new, a new experience to come in. And I think that this 3 of Swords is very relative and in connection with the 4 of Swords here. There is a healing process here. And I feel like it's a healing process that is something, it could be connected to some sort of family. For some, it could be business, but I'm almost feeling like you're healing from something familiar, something family. It's familiar for sure. That's not the right word. I really feel like for some of you, it is something that was family. Could be family business, could be family inheritances for sure as well. There is an expansion here, and we can see with the 3 of Wands is that you've already done the preparations, and that makes sense. We've been preparing, we've been planning, and now it's like taking it to the next level, right? We're waiting for the ship to come in. Let's get the next card for 3 of Wands. So please keep number 3 as an important number, because the World card, number 21 in numerology, is number 3 as well. Things are growing, things are changing. Now you've got the Queen of Wands. Oh, and I love it because when you look, okay, so the Queen of Wands, I believe, is your energy coming through. Remember, there's no gender with these cards. She is vibrant, she is positive, she is independent, she is bold, she takes action, she takes charge. She's got beauty surrounding her, so she connects with the right people. And because she has this incredible sense of positive energy, she attracts things as well. I think you're attracting your own creativity, your own abundance. And I feel like because the Queen of Wands is looking to the right, I feel like your ship is coming in. All right. It comes in a lot quicker when we're able to release things that have hurt us. We all have things in our life that have caused some sort of pain or hurt. Let's see what's happening here. I would like to see this come to an end. 5 of Wands. Okay, so the 5 of Wands is that conflict. It's a tug of war, all right? That's what I'm seeing that is. And those of you that are very intuitive, you will know exactly what this means, because this is something that's been weighing on you for a very long time. This is something that you've been carrying over from time to time, from week to week, month to month. But the swords, this is things, we need to see some healing. We need to one by one start removing those swords from our heart. But we're feeling a little tug of war. Is it because it is family? Is it hard to expand because family, you feel maybe family or something is holding you back? Oh, they say, wait a minute, let's get another one. The 3 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, I'm holding on tightly to something that hurt, and I'm finding that I'm conflicting with it. How do I change that? King of Cups. The King of Cups could be a supportive energy. This is a message for only some of you, so take it as it resonates. I feel like this tug of war could have something to do with a male somebody who is in an authoritative position, more masculine energy. Okay, so it doesn't have to be a man, but it can be kind of fatherly energy. And I'm feeling that there's sort of like a tug of war on your heartstrings here. It could have something to do with an inheritance of some sort, which would have already happened, but it's a tug of war. I feel like there's some sort of family, something family. Take it as it is, okay? If that part of this reading does not resonate with you, I want you to let it go right away, because there are other and multiple messages that come through all the time in these readings. A tug of war with your emotions, okay? I want you to take it as that as well. The King of Cups could very well be your own emotions. You're trying to stay grounded with your emotions, but something keeps tugging on them. And it's like this constant reminder, and you're trying to figure out how to resolve it. Let's get the next 2 cards. 2 of Cups, looks like there's a beautiful partnership. Could be agreements as well. Contracts, spiritual partnerships, love, friendships. Oh, it could be a marriage for some of you, for sure. Commitments, traditional values. It is the traditions that that keep us strong. They keep us grounded as well. I feel like there's a huge spiritual connection right here with the 2 of Cups and the Hierophant, number 5. And this could be why you're feeling sort of it tugging out your heartstrings. You're trying very hard to be emotionally grounded because you are ready to expand. You're ready for growth. You're ready to move on. You're ready to, you've invested. There's some sort of huge investment. For some of you, it really is an emotional investment. For others of you, it could be financial. This is partnership and agreements, and this is commitments and agreements as well. There is something to do with a partnership of some sort. But I also feel like for some, it could be some sort of a revised agreement. There could be negotiations with an agreement. But the agreement, it's almost like the negotiations don't have to do with financial matters as much as they have to do with heartfelt temperance, all right? So I do believe that divine timing, I feel like there is definitely balance here. Moderation, things happen in divine timing. I know we hate the word divine timing sometimes, and I'm just the messenger. Temperance is Sagittarius energy, so it's really trying to, really figure out that balance as well. And I feel like there's a lot of balance here. So I feel like there's a very, very constructive partnership. If there is an agreement, if it's not a partnership, okay, physical partnership, I feel like it's an agreement that is going to bring a lot of balance, peace, and harmony as well. So there is going to actually be a beautiful resolution here as the transformations take place, because remember, you're closing out a cycle here. Okay, let's take a look at the Hierophant. All right, this is your traditional values, your morals, your standards, your beliefs, the blessings that surround you. Nope, got something flipped there. I'd like it to fall right out, please. I don't want, well, I'll take that one, but I want one more. I want it to fly out, not just flip. I'm not looking for flippers, okay? I got the flip here, which is the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups, I feel like you are really wishing and hoping for your hopes and wishes to be of course, granted, all right? The emotional fulfillment, I think, will come for you when this partnership or agreement or something that you've invested into comes full circle. So I do believe that in the beginnings of the week or towards before the end of this week, I feel like there's going to be some sort of closure. And I think it's going to be very much linked to what your heart truly wants. And that King of Wands, Queen and King of Wands, could be a very dynamic partnership that is very fiery. So again, you could be linked to somebody who is another Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries energy. I do believe that this is a very blessed partnership. So it could be friendships, it could be business, it could be love. But it certainly, it brings you that peace and stability. And it almost really, it's some sort of blessed union that brings a lot of emotional stability. All right, I am seeing that with the 9 of Cups, that it looks like what you're hoping for is really all in alignment to what takes place this week. And the divine timing is what is happening this week. It's not the waiting period anymore. I feel like the wait is over. The patience and planning is transforming. A cycle is closing out. And you've got beautiful supportive energy. And I think they're just going to, you're only going to get the 1 today, which is fine. Let's see, it's number 27. And what does it say here? It says a wonderful surprise is coming. Something entirely new awaits you. Well, that's the Fool energy. When we close out a cycle, there is a wonderful surprise that is coming. Could be in the way of love for some of you. It could be a healing energy. No more feeling that sense of burden of this tug of war anymore. Feeling emotionally strong and grounded, because something long term with that 10 of Pentacles is linked to your wish fulfillment. It's something you've really committed strongly to. So this is something that shows family values, morals, standards individually. It shows that your traditional values are important. You know, it shows that you hold on to things with a great deal of commitment. And now I feel like this wonderful surprise that's coming is in alignment with what your heart truly wants. Wow, incredible. All right, now let's take a look. You did get some 7s in your reading. You got some 3s in your reading. So 7s, honestly, I'm thinking 7s and 3s, and also the number 9. All right, let's keep that as an important number as well. And the gut feeling, 0440, trusting in that intuition. It says intuition, relating, value, insight, increased perception, monogamy, and love. It says you must follow your heart. It's more than just a feeling. You need to be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. And I see that in this reading. Remember, you also must bring value to the table. Treat others with respect, because we know that karma, if that is a belief of yours, karma certainly comes back even tenfold. And we even talked about that when you put good energy out there. So you must trust in your gut feeling. 4-4, all right, with the 0 before the 4, it shows lots of potential here. Now let's keep in mind that this master number 44 is about stability and foundations. So it could have something to do with discipline, structure, and security, how you can relate to that. There is definitely, I believe that this truth is what is bringing everything positive coming your way, and that watch out for that wonderful surprise that's coming. Number 27 in numerology is the number 9, so this could happen around the 9th. And the wish fulfillment, oh my gosh, and the wish fulfillment is 9 of Cups. So I mean, let's watch for synchronicities and signs around November 9th. All right, I want to thank you so very much for joining me. I certainly hope this resonates. Please like, share, subscribe. I appreciate all your support. Until next week, sending love, light, and positive vibes.